Today's Chiefs Report is presented by Magic Spoon. Get $5 off your first order at magicspoon.com/Chiefs. Guys, this cereal is delicious, it's tasty, and it's healthy for you, but it wasn't enough for the Chiefs here on Sunday night. The Chiefs lose on Sunday Night Football 36-35 in an epic thriller to the Baltimore Ravens, and wow, they were up 35-24, and they just could not stop Lamar Jackson and Baltimore as they lose 36-35. A late Clyde Edwards-Helaire fumble when the Chiefs were in field goal range pretty much put this one to rest as Baltimore was able to get a first down, on fourth down, by the way, to put the game away in a 36-35 thriller as the Chiefs get shut out 12-0 in the fourth quarter. Lamar Jackson finally beats Patrick Mahomes. The defense was a big story tonight. So what's your one-word reaction? Because, my God, they got run over for 4 quarters rushing defense-wise. Give me your one-word reaction for this Chiefs defense here on Sunday night as they lost 36-35. My one word, disaster, because nothing the Ravens did was anything out of the ordinary from anything they ever do. They ran inside zone read option for most of the game, and the Chiefs could not stop it. Look at the running from Lamar Jackson, Tyson Williams, Latavius Murray. Even Devontae Freeman busted a 31-yard run, and he runs a 5.3 40 at this point. This was a disaster as Baltimore ran for over 250 yards, and the Chiefs never changed. No adjustments, nothing at halftime. Steve Spagnuolo didn't make an adjustment at all. This was a bloodbath. By the way, All-Pro left tackle Ronnie Stanley was out for Baltimore. Alejandro Villanueva, who got run over by the Raiders pass rush last week, was pretty dominant. This was bad, guys. This Chiefs defense absolutely got truck-sticked for 4 quarters. When I saw Tyrann Mathieu house a pick 6 on the opening defensive possession, I was like, sweet, this is going to be blowout city. Not so fast. This was bad, guys. And you know who else was bad and a total no-show was Chris Jones. And I put some of this on Steve Spagnuolo. I like that they're using Chris Jones as a pass-rushing defensive end. I really do. But when Baltimore is running zone read and Lamar Jackson is just reading the defensive end, Chris Jones already is not a great run defender. You're expecting him to contain the edge with Lamar Jackson at a position he's basically never played before. That's bad coaching, in my opinion. He should have played more defensive tackle in this game. And if nothing else, play Tershawn Wharton more at defensive tackle than if you're not going to slide Chris Jones inside. Because, honestly, he probably shouldn't have been out there with the way Baltimore was playing if you're going to keep him at defensive end. You'd be better off with Michael Dana, who can seal the edge a little bit better in the run. That was bad for Chris Jones. Coaches didn't put him in a good place to succeed. 1 tackle, and the Ravens ran it about 60 times. That's just not very effective at all. Lamar Jackson was effective as he got it going. Threw 2 early interceptions. Both were bad. Kudos to Lamar. He bounced back. He made play after play, almost 350 total yards, threw for over 240, ran for over 100. He just kept coming, man. He kept coming. He knows what the story has been out there as Patrick Mahomes has owned him head-to-head, but he got the final laugh in this one with 3 touchdowns. Even though I would argue that Mahomes probably outplayed him a little bit tonight, it doesn't matter because in the fourth quarter he won 12-0 over number 15, who threw for 343 and 3 touchdowns. The pick he had was bad for Mahomes because you get the ball back up 35-24 late in the third quarter with a chance to deliver a knockout blow. An early penalty on that drive. Mahomes trying to make something happen on third down. He gets hit while he throws and it's picked off. You can't have it. Worst case scenario, you punt there, you pin him inside the 10. Probably would have given up a 90-yard touchdown drive because the defense got trucked all night. But bad pick at a bad time. Mahomes played pretty well. I think he played well enough to win this game, but the defense didn't give him a chance and neither did Clyde Edwards-Helaire at the very end. Grade Mahomes' performance in this game. A, B, C, D, or F. Obviously, the end of the game is not how you want to see it. Overall, I thought he was pretty good. Get your letter grades in there for Patrick Mahomes. A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know how you guys think he fared on Sunday Night Football. Shout out to our sponsor for today's show. That is Magic Spoon. I'm going to toss a box of this to the Chiefs defense because they need some because, my goodness, not enough protein on that side of the ball. Magic Spoon has a ton of protein, though. 13 grams per serving. It's low in carbs, and it has 0 grams of sugar. Tons of different flavors. They use natural flavors as well. You can get the cocoa. You can get the fruity. Go try out whatever your taste buds are asking for. Get Magic Spoon for $5 off at magicspoon.com/Chiefs. Get back in the breakfast game with Magic Spoon. 0 grams of sugar. That stuff you buy at the store is like 12 grams of sugar. It's terrible for you. magicspoon.com/Chiefs. We'll have a link in the comments and in the description. To circle back to Mahomes, B+, he was good enough to win this game. Now, for a Chiefs offense to get shut out in the fourth quarter, that's not good. Part of that is Baltimore had an 8-minute drive over 16 plays where the Chiefs had no answers defensively. That eats up half the quarter. Then Mahomes drives them right back down. You're at the 32-yard line, and on 2nd and 4, Baltimore has 1 timeout left, so Andy Reid's thinking, let's just run the clock out and win this game with Harrison Butker. And then Clyde Edwards-Helaire fumbles the football. Jason Owe, or I can't remember the name he goes by now, apologies, but last name Owe, punches it out. Wasn't that good of a punch if you're being honest. Edwards-Helaire just didn't tuck it high and tight. That is the one thing in that situation you can't do is fumble. Worst case scenario, you have Harrison Butker line up for a field goal after the next play, which would have been 3rd down. That is the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, you pick up the 3rd down, you either go score a touchdown or you get a shorter field goal attempt. Can't have it. Can't fumble with a minute 20 left, which is unfortunate because I thought he ran pretty well in this game, but at the wrong time, he made a bad play. There's just no way around it at the end of the day. What did you say when Clyde Edwards-Helaire fumbled? Did you drop an F-bomb? Did you yell? Did you say something else? Safe space. I won't tell anybody. Just let me know. What did you say when Clyde Edwards-Helaire put the ball on the turf? Because if you were watching our live party, I think I said something like, I don't even know. Producer Brett, what'd I say? I think I said, are you fucking kidding me? I think that's what I said. I don't know. It was bad. What'd you say? Let me know in the comments. Ravens win 36-35. Obviously, we're all pissed off. There's no doubt about that. Kansas City should not have lost this game, even with the defense playing bad. They should have won this game. There's no doubt in my mind about that. The offense did some good things. We'll talk about Tyreek Hill in a second, who got shut down, quite frankly. Travis Kelce had an awesome touchdown catch for about 46 yards. He did his thing, 7 catches, 109 yards. McCole Hardman had a nice game as well, 55 yards on 5 catches. Kudos to Baltimore for shutting down Tyreek Hill. They bracketed him all night. The Chiefs were fine, though. They moved the ball consistently. Demarcus Robinson had a long touchdown. Byron Pringle had a hell of a touchdown in this game. Baltimore made it clear they did not want to give up the 70-yard type plays to Tyreek Hill. Kudos to him. That's why you have these other weapons on this Chiefs offense. The Chiefs offense was good throughout the whole game except for the interception on Mahomes, which was a big one. There's no doubt. His first pick in the month of September in his career. But when you shut down Tyreek, it limits some of the big plays, and that's what Baltimore was able to do. So kudos to them for that. But the Chiefs offense still moved it whenever they wanted to. They just didn't make the play late, which is very, very unfortunate with the Clyde Edwards-Helaire fumbled. I want to know, are you worried about this team? 2 games in, the defense has not been great. You make the late pick last week to seal the game. That's nice. You had 2 picks this week, but outside of that, you got absolutely trucked. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Are you worried about this team? I think the word worry is strong through 2 games. This is still going to be a team that wins 12-plus games, in my opinion. That being said, the defense needs work. There's just no doubt about it. Now, you're probably missing Willie Gay Jr. a little bit at linebacker. Frank Clark came back tonight, made a few plays, but not much on the pass rushing side of things. You got to stop the run, man. The Browns and Ravens were probably 2 of the top 5 rushing attacks in the NFL, but both teams had their way with you, especially Baltimore tonight, and I get it. Lamar is tough. When he pulls that ball, he's hard to tackle. But Spags just no changes tonight, man. No schematical changes, no personnel changes. Take some chances. I mean, you got Sorensen sacked him the one time. That was a nice call on 3rd down, and that's when you got the ball back down 11 with the chance to win, or up 11 with the chance to win that game. Other than that, though, pretty vanilla defensively, and that's got to change very, very soon. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. It's youtube.com/ChiefsTV. This is a tough one, but you got to flush it. You got to move on. We'll have Overreaction Monday tomorrow. That is going to be juicy. You don't want to miss that video. Lots of overreactions coming out of this one. So hit that big red subscribe button. Don't miss any of our videos as we continue to progress within the 2021 season. So, wow, I mean, I've talked a lot here, but I'm really at a loss of words at this point. You watch that game and you're like, how did the Chiefs lose this game? I mean, I know the defense struggled, but you were kind of in control the whole time, and then it just evaporates. So bizarre. Ravens win 36-35. The late Clyde Edwards-Helaire fumble, a big difference in this one. I guess the one silver lining is we don't have to talk about 20-0 anymore. That's over. I don't want to hear that ever again. Like, it's just there's no reason to even flirt with that. And if you start 12-0, okay, start talking about it. But before the season even starts, that's too much. So predict the record now, because by the way, Chiefs are in last place. Now, they're only a game back, but the Raiders and the Broncos are both 2-0. Chargers and Chiefs are 1-1. So, by the way, Chiefs next week, or Chargers next week, it's a big game. You better win that game. Predict the Chiefs' record here in 2021. What will they end up in their 17-game season? Still think this team wins 12+, but man, tough loss here on Sunday night.